Chris might have enough, but Apex is pulling him in quickly.
Oh, this is bloody close.
Is it a dead heat? I think we've got a dead heat.
It's going to work well for Oily again.
Yes, both.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that Corvette is fast.
Look at how many cars are trying to go through here. They're 3 wide coming through. Squiddy's got fed out into the wall. They're 2 wide coming up through the cutting.
Oh, he's making a move on Viking Racer now into the dipper and does it. He's gone around the outside into the dipper. What a move.
Oh, he runs a little bit wide. He's on the grass.
Keep it clean. Come on, Oil. Bring it home.
Oh,
It's gonna be
Showman's got the run.
Stand finish. Who's going to get it? Showman's got it. Oh, he's just taken out the win on Oil.
Left side down the hill. Captain's got his nose in front just barely. Oh, he has full trust in him. They're still side by side. Captain takes the position around the outside down the hill.
Around the outside.
Oh my goodness.
We're going to have 3 wide. Adam's going wide. Adam's going deep on the brakes on the Rexy. Gets the pass done. Goes Adam from
Fourth to first.
What a move. Alright, welcome to Wheel Season 13, Round 16. Stay at America this round, back to Watkins Glen. It's been a few seasons since we've been here, and joining us in commentary, we got the good old goat with us.
Yeah, g'day Dale. It's we're at Watkins Glen here today for our Division 2 drivers. And I reckon it's going to be a good round. We're in the Group 3 machinery for the second last time this season, and I think it's going to be a ripper.
Hell yeah, and bringing us these lovely visuals is Herbs. Welcome aboard, Herbs.
Hey guys, sorry about the tech issues. I can see there's a complaint in the chat from Jordan, so sorry about that. Yeah.
It's alright, we've got to wait for all good things, so it's worth the wait, it's all good. So race format tonight, guys. We've got 2 races coming your way. 10-minute qualifying session on hards, followed by a 10-lap race on hards. Then race 2, reverse grid, 18 laps. They have softs and mediums available to them. Driver's choice. It does not matter which one you use. There is no mandatory. So we may see a little bit of a strategy play out in terms of who wants to go with what. And so I think it's going to be a great evening of racing tonight.
Yeah, so I'll give us a little quick rundown of the field. So out in front at the moment we have Mr. CJS Pup, I think racing for AMS Excavations Dam Hexagons. He's my favourite coming into tonight. I reckon he's got a lot of pace. I reckon we'll be seeing big things from him tonight. And then following him we've got Mr. Untouchables in the privateer entry BRZ.
Yeah, he's going to have an interesting night in that. It's a bit of a handful, followed by your teammate MCDC. He's had some really good pace here in practice, and then Madrisky in the Quadrifoglio Mustang.
Yeah, then behind him we've got good old Jonesy, the 13R Auto Sports entry, sponsored by 180 Embroidery. And then behind him we've got Viper's Fang for CP Motorsports.
Close followed by Nux. He's in the AMG Team Dodgy Racing, another strong candidate for being at the pointy end tonight, and followed by DJ Stefko. So I hear he's crossed the Nullarbor, he's washed his hands, and he's ready to race tonight.
Yeah, and slipping through there was Luck Goes My Way, another 13R Autosports driver. And then following him we've got the first of the FSR lads. For It's Winning.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure It's Winning is filling in for Team Captain Suit Lad this round. He should put on a good showing in that Super. It's going to be awesome. And then we've got Oil, another 13R, and Broken Spoke in the other Team Dodgy Racing, and then Darth Berserk in the other Mazda. So we've got Mazdas sandwiching the field each end.
Lovely.
Who should we jump on board for this first lap?
Oh, well...
Go to the front, CJ?
Yeah, straight up to CJ.
No
As
pressure.
the X's, yeah. As we come up to this right-hander that winds up the hill here, it's second gear corner. We've got to be very gentle on the throttle. It's pretty easy to just slide out on exit there. And coming down the hill, braking just after the 200 board, down to second gear. Bit of a late apex. He's done that very well. Going up here, braking at a 100 board, down to second gear. Get it into that apex early, run it out wide. He's on a pretty good lap here, I'm gonna say. Slight lift going to the left, keeps it in the lines. Down to third to the last corner. I'd say it's gonna be a pretty tidy lap from Pup here, as he crosses the line with a 46.6.
6.6. That
Wow.
is insane for the first flyer. That's almost
Mate.
a PB for him. That's amazing.
That's a cracking lap.
And to see the other
Got-
tons start rolling in. MCDC 8/10 back. Nux is in third. Jones is in fourth mid. Touch is back there in sixth at the moment. He's just had a spin at turn one. Luck goes my way. Something's happened on his lap. He's down in eighth. I think he's got a lot more time in him. Followed by Stefko again, another one. He's probably got another second and a half in that lap, and then Winnie and Darth in 12th. Viper's definitely maybe had a penalty on that. 152 for
Yeah,
him. Saving
I'm
the best for
gonna
last for
say.
Vipers.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Don't need to rush into these things.
You got 10 minutes, plenty of time to
Yeah.
recover.
Exactly.
Alright, seeing if anyone's on
Yeah.
flyers
So,
here. I missed the
what-
little timings from GTS.
Yeah, well, that was pretty good. But what do we think is a good car here at Watkins Glen? Got a bit of a mix of straight lines and squiggly bits. So what do we?
You got to
what
say
are we
that the
thinking?
Nissan and the Toyota are the OP cars for the track, surely.
Yeah,
They're the two, I guess the two fastest drivers at the moment, but yeah, definitely setting some of the fastest times in the in practice lobbies during the week. The Mazda's been just right on their heels as well, some really quick times out of the Mazdas too. It's going to come down to time management though. I don't think there's any Jags in this race, but definitely a lot of the front engine rear wheel drive cars are struggling with the front lefts around this punishing track, so it may come down to who can maintain the tyres the longest, but also who can get the lap speed on worn tyres.
yeah, that's
So
exactly
yeah, it's
right.
going to be the name of the game tonight, I think. But look, I've seen really quick times out of Luck goes my way. Stefko's put in some really quick times. I mean, you can never count out Oily and Nux. Broken actually, he has been putting in some phenomenal pace. There's been a few times where, yeah, he really puts the pressure on. So I think he's a bit of a dark horse for this round, especially fuel's not a factor in race one. I think he's going to be right there for the challenge. Oh, sorry, I was just on board with him now. Touchy went off at turn one. He then rejoined straight into the side of Stefko.
I just saw that. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
That's
Stefko
unlucky.
just
And
setting up the second time. He's literally just sitting on the fence right now, I think, waiting for everyone to pass. But a bit unlucky for Stefko there, in a bit of an innocent bystander there. I should have pressed replay on my thing, but I forgot all about that. Just to kind of see what I could see. Nah, I did it way too late. I was too slow.
yeah, well, we've still got half a second out in front for his quali time with that 46.6, that opener. That is a rapid lap up there.
Yeah, anything in that mid 46 range is really quick pace. I have seen a few others in the 46s though, so I think he's going to get a bit of competition shortly. Stefko should get another lap in. MCDC, Luck, Broken Spoke, all of those guys have got high 46s in them from what I've seen through the week. So it's that qualifying beast, really. You know, the pressure just piles on, and you can be your own worst enemy. So I'm pretty sure these guys will put it all together, but it's going to make for an entertaining race no matter where they end up in quali. It's going to be that close across the field. There it is,
Yeah.
MCDC 46.9.
Oh, 2 tenths in it. It's close.
Yeah, and his optimals are 46.7 as well. So you know, he's right there with CG for that time.
Yeah, It's tight at the top, and the race will it'll be 10 laps on hard, so it's just a complete sprint race. So it's just lay your quickest times down and see where you are at the end of it.
Agreed. And it's on hard, so the tyres should last quite a long distance, but there has still been quite a wide margin in tyre wear across the different cars as well. I know the Supra has been eating up that front left quite badly, so later on in the race they may struggle a little bit. But again, if you can still get the lap pace out of it on the lower fuel, it shouldn't really be too much of an issue. This is...
Yeah, I agree.
So I was just on board with Darth there. He's just got a penalty on the on that right-hand sweeper coming out of the chicane there. But unfortunately, it was up on his time. He likely would have moved up a couple spots with that as well. But yeah, he's going to have to wait for another lap, which I'm not sure he's going to get in. I don't think there's enough time.
Yeah, I don't know. It might be close, but got a couple of people coming to the line.
Winnie's up on his time quite a lot, about 8/10 as well, so he's got pretty much just the final sector to go now. So that will put him up maybe into 9th to 10th range sort of thing.
Yeah, Mid just improved to 7th with a 47.5.
Nice work, Mid.
Viper goes to 12th with a 48.
Yeah, 48 flat for Winnie. That'll be his last lap as well. I'm not sure if anyone else is on. He's going to get a lap finished, I don't think. 50 seconds left. He's going to be just short, I think.
They do have that 30-second overrun.
No, that's inclusive of that. We've got 10 seconds left plus the 30. He's going to fall about 10 seconds short of getting across there. But yes, I think that's it. I don't think anyone else is going to finish. So you got CJ in first, MCDC second, Stefko's pulled out third there, which is awesome. Luck goes my way half a tenth back. In fourth, Broken Spoke in fifth, Nux will be sixth, so the teammates lining up on row 3. Madrisky there in 7th in the Mustang, Oil in the Vet, Jonesy in the next Vet, Touchy on the Subaru BRZ. That Milo livery has made a comeback, and you think he's already maybe in line for an award tonight, unfortunately, and then followed by Darth in 11th. It's Winnie in for Suit Lad, and then Viper's Fang rounding out the field.
Yeah, so there we have it. A really tight qualifying session there. But mate, Pup, he just seems to be on it tonight. You know, 46.6. Macca doing quite well, jumped in the 46 as well. Steph Go and Luck, and actually they're all really close. So yeah, it's too close to call at the moment. But yeah, what do you think? We send them on their way.
Yeah, I think it's time to get this thing kicked off. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of close times at the top of the field. It's now all about consistency and avoiding those 3-second penalties at the chicane.
Yeah, they are pretty ruthless. If you just slightly cut the chicane, it can end up pretty poorly for you. But who are we going to jump on board with? Dale?
I think
who's got a good launch?
The Mustangs sometimes launch well. I think the Mercedes got a decent launch time, just somewhere in the mid-pack, really. So you get a good view from the front, and if you're on the bumper cam, you get that rearview mirror and see all the stuff in the back.
All right, we might jump on board with Spoke then, as we've got 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Revs building, and we're away. Spoke just bogged it off the line there, actually. And Nux grabs him. Oil might get the run to turn 1. No, Spoke's gonna get on the outside and hold 6th. Well done from him. It's a pretty even start by everybody. We got away pretty cleanly.
MCDC lost 2 spots off the line. Down to 4 behind Stefko and Lark.
Darth just scraped the wall there, and He's fallen back to 12th. Macca looking a bit racy into the bus stop there. I think Lucky was being pretty brave. Oil's looking racy in 7th. Might go for a move on Spoke, no. Thinks better of it.
Bit of nose to tail there, but that's not too bad this early in the race. But Touch is taking advantage of all of it. He gets past Jonesy and Oil, although Oil's back on the inside for the right-hander. But he's like, nah, mate, you're having none of this. You can hang out wide, enjoy the grass. No, it leaves him just enough space. Well, good racing from both of them there. But no, that's a danger zone there. You know, you can get sideways, almost have a spin, and then the game gives you a penalty for it. So, very well done there from all of them.
Yes.
Touch is still trying to get around the outside there of that very wide vert. He may have the inside run coming up into this left hand, but no, Oil goes defensive. Gets a bit of a how's it going for his troubles, and they Touchy's found the fence.
Oh,
unlucky there for
that's
Touchy.
a shame.
That bounce at his Haley.
Yeah, he's going to slot himself down in 12th now. But back up the front, we've got CJS Pup out to nearly a second lead. And then back to Stefko, and then we've got Lucky a second off with Macca all over him.
Stefko's got a ripping exit out of that T1. That gap to CJ is just melting away right now. And he's just going to get into the slip coming down this straight. Wouldn't be surprised, be about half a second by the time they get to the chicane, maybe six tenths maybe. But it was a second coming out of T1, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, might stay on board with Macca here. He might start looking for a gap on Lucky. And Spoke has found 1.5 seconds actually. So that's unlucky for Spoke. I think that was the bus
T1,
stop.
sounds like.
Or T1, yeah. But yeah, that's a big shame for Spoke.
MCDC showed the nose on Luck there too. Just couldn't get the job done at the hairpin. They go back up the hill here. Tucks in behind. Trying to get that toe from the vet. Can he get it? He might just be a little bit too close coming out of that quad. Oh, he's going to show the nose again. Oh. Slow. Just couldn't get the job done. Good racing from both of them. Nux all the time, just slowly catching up, just biding his time here. The more these guys fight, the easier it's going to be for him, so he'll be loving this.
Yeah,
something's gone on behind. I think we've missed here. So Oil's still in 6th, but he's got a bit of a gap behind him to Viper's Fang 2 seconds behind. Darth made his way up into 8th. Then you got Madrisky, Broken Spoke. Jonesy's had something happen. He's back down in 13th. He's about 4 seconds off Winnie. So yeah, definitely something's happening in the mid pack there. And Jonesy's been shuffled down to last, unfortunately.
Yeah, and Viper's been the big winner out of that. He's gone from 10th to 7th, I think. So he's missed a few cars and nearly on the back of Oil here.
Oh, CJ's got the fastest lap. DJ though still in slip range at the moment, half a second behind now. So these guys seem fairly evenly matched for overall pace at the moment.
Yeah, Stefko's getting a better run through the bus stop there.
Stefko in the MR and CJ in the FR car that drives like an MR.
Yeah, I'm very surprised with Stefko's choice actually of manufacturer. I wouldn't have gone with Renault, but you know, once you forget, you never forget. So I just yeah. So maybe he'll maybe it's a new bad car. But he's on the back of Pup. It seems to be working for him. He's just within half a second of him. So we might see a move in a minute. See where he wants to do it. But Macca is just having a bit of trouble trying to find play past Lucky. Lucky just is putting his car in all the right spots. Macca just can't seem to find a way through.
Yeah, Lucky's got some really good pace in some practice lobbies earlier, so he'll definitely be hard to get past, but also that vet is so wide. But yeah, you just got to try to get the right run on him, and he's going for the move here. T1, can he get it done? It's about the 4th attempt now. They're getting the move done, and
lovely move.
yeah, lovely move. Luck looks like he tried to maybe get the switch back, but just turned in maybe a bit too soon. MCDC still had a bit of overlap, so yeah, it didn't quite work out for him.
Alright, so Mac has got it all to do now. 3 seconds to Stefko and Pup. So, I don't know, it's possible if they start fighting, but
I don't think they will. I honestly feel, you know, Stefko's had a bit of time out of the seat. This is his first race back. I'm pretty sure he hasn't had the most practice so far, but I always feel like he's just going to sit behind CJ for a few more laps, try and build a bit of a lead over 3rd place behind, and you know, unless MCDC closes in on him, I think he's just happy to sit here and, you know, make a bit of a race of it in the last couple laps and then go for it.
yeah.
So out of everything, I mean, you're driving the Nissan at the moment. Which other car would you want to be in for this round?
Gonna say a bit of a wild card. I'll say the Mazda. It's got the straight line speed, and it's just yeah, it's like it's a little dream in the corner. So I'd probably go with the Mazda.
Nice choice, man. Nice choice. Yeah, I was actually surprised by the speed it had coming out of, you know, turn 1 and up through turn 2, 3. It seemed to gain on some cars that previously at other rounds, like at Bathurst and that, it just did not have the pace in the straight. So off update, not sure, or just maybe this track it's a little bit different. But yeah, it's definitely been a ball of fun to drive so far in practice, and CJ's showing how strong it is now. So he's just leading away. Stefko's taking purple off him though for the 69.
Macca's bend it. No. He's just got on the power too early, coming out of the first corner, and he's dropped a heap of spots down to 8.
It's a bit unfortunate there.
That's so unfortunate. So easy to do. I'll let his work cut out for him now. But
I missed this too. Something happened to Broken Spoke. He's down in 11th too. He started in 6th, and I think he was looking pretty strong early on as well. So he's had something happen to him on lap 3, so he's kind of dropped down as well, unfortunately.
Okay, so back up the front, we've got Pup, who's sort of sticking around the same gap again. Maybe Pup's just extended it by a couple of tenths, but yeah, Pup is just he's doing what he needs to do here. I don't know if Stefko's just waiting for his moment, or yeah, because Stefko is a pretty prominent Div 1 driver. He's got a high racing IQ, so he might just be waiting for a bit close to the end before he goes for any moves.
Yeah, might also just be gathering some data for race 2. These guys will be racing pretty closely together, but on softs or mediums in race 2. So you know, just scoping out the weak spots, or you know, maybe just figuring out if he can keep his pace or learn his braking markers, so then he can save fuel behind him coming into race 2 into the first stop. Maybe definitely a bit of games you can play here. Although Stefko probably does need to pass his size out a little bit more as well. The Renault seems to be that little bit harsher on him, especially that rear left. So again, something to look out for in race 2.
He's got a bit of a run. I wonder if he's going to have a crack here. Up he's going to the... he's in the middle of the track. No.
Yeah. I just don't think the Renault's got the straight line speed, does it?
No. Well, not on the Mazda, no.
So I'm wondering if it's... Yeah, I'm wondering if it's a case where, similar to some of the other high-powered cars, right, you pull on the slip, but as soon as you pull out the pass, you then hit a brick wall and you've got nothing. So I wonder if there's a bit of that happening with the Renault.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I couldn't tell if you lifted off or if you honestly bounced off the rev limiter in 6th gear coming into the chicane there. It looked like a little bit of both.
Yeah, it does have 7 gears, the Renault. So,
okay.
Yeah, so he does have another gear to play with. But, you know, just...
CFL would love to hear the sound of that, no doubt.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely not in panic mode at the moment. There's what, 4 laps to go. They've got 4.5 second lead over Luck in 3rd spot. You know, I think it's just comfortable for here and don't make any silly moves and really set the move up if you're going to go for it. So I think he's just working his way, figuring out what the best position is.
Yeah, definitely. But he seems to be all over pup here. Just doing what he needs to do.
Very consistent times out of him as well.
Yeah, I must say, Pup has kind of come out of nowhere. He's found some pace. I'm not sure where, but he's been a bit of a magician recently. He had a couple of rounds in Div 1 and he's come back to Div 2 and just gone bangers. Defco, he's looking around the outside now into the bus stop, 2x2. See what's going to happen here. Pup's just a bit braver and he holds that first position. Stefko just loses out there big time. It's not a place you want to do it around the outside of the bus stop.
Definitely not, especially because that first little left in the bus stop chicane, that's that 3-second penalty if you cut too much of that. So definitely on the wrong side of there, and he erred on the side of caution and just pulled out of it. So good move there, but still within a second. Plenty of time to go. I don't think he's too worried about that little bit of gap right there. I think he's comfortably can pull that back in.
It's very much single file through there. So yeah, which corner you want to go 2x2?
Definitely not.
Yeah, I must say Viper is... Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, just cycling through the field just to see where everyone else is at, and they all seem a bit spread out at the moment. I mean, Darth and Viper, probably the other closest battle on track at the moment for 6th and 7th here. Both of the big movers in the field.
Yeah, no, they've had a great race so far. Viper, I think he started on the back row, so he's made his way up into the top 6. 3 seconds down the road from Oil. So yeah, this has been a great little race for him. Got the start lap 8. Darth was down the back as well. So yeah, they've had some big gains.
Oh, Darth nearly gassed it too much at T1 as well. Definitely a hard stopping moment right there. So he's lost that bit of a toe back to Vipers though, gives him a bit of a breather. MCDC always kind of lurking behind now. He's after that bit of a spin, he's lapping consistently a second quicker than the guys in front. So he could be making this a 3-way battle very, very shortly.
Or I might jump down to 11th for a minute. We've got a 3-way battle for 10th. As Spoke is looking pretty crazy at the moment. He's not going to go for here though. Jonesy had a bit of an overlap before, just had nowhere to go with it. But yeah, they're all looking for that 10th spot from mid. Yes, there's a good little battle pack. Mid obviously with the top end of that Mustang, so he'll be able to defend quite easily as Spoke closes right up.
Yeah, that Mustang really jumps off that hairpin corner too, so a little bit of protection coming into this kind of awkward right-hander, which can be a passing opportunity for sure if you get the run, but yeah, that extra exit speed from the Mustang really helps protect that from down there. So yeah, I think the Mercedes and Jonesy in the vet, I think they're going to struggle to find a way past Madriski. I think they'll be trying to force a mistake more so than anything else.
The two teammates are side by side for 7th. That's just yeah. Well done.
Wait, so what? So something happened to Vipers then? Vipers being just lost a couple of seconds that lap. He was ahead of Darth before with MCDC closing in on him. So
he didn't have a mistake. He just he got passed by Darth, and then Macca just got the run on him. It
right.
Was just
okay.
As simple as that. Yeah. So it's so easy to lose positions when you're on the back foot.
Well, yeah, I'm very familiar with that. I'm good at that too.
Yeah.
One gets past, everyone come by. It's all good. We'll join in later. But no, MCDC is just pulling away through there after the chicane there. He's got a much better run through that right-hander. I mean, they've got very similar tyre wear though as well, but yeah, just MCDC is just getting the grip out of it still and getting the lap speed. Oh, I might just find some grass. But yeah, here's the pressure here. MCDC qualified up near the front, coming up to 6 spot Darth Berserk here. He's been gaining close to a second a lap here. They've got about a lap and a half to go in a second gap, so can he get it done?
Viper's just looped it. I'm so unlucky there for Viper. Oh, he was doing so well. Just that turbo spooled up coming around that right hand and winding up the hill, and he's just lost a heap of positions.
Yeah. Here we go. So it's the second gap, first and second. CJ's opened up a second lead over Stefko here. 5.5 seconds back to Lark as well. And yeah, just kind of the tyre wear is very intriguing here. So the Mazda's been pretty good on its tyres there. Renault not quite as good, it's still looking very strong, and then it really falls off on the on that Mercedes and Corvette there. The tyre wear's really looking pretty brutal on that front right.
Yeah, so Stefko's got his work cut out for him here. He's 1.2 off. Just making a little mistake there, but I think this is going to be Pup's race to lose at this point. He's not put a foot wrong. He's just done everything he had to, and it's been just enough.
Yeah, just lap after lap, very consistent times. And yeah, I think it was just that lap 7 for Stefko. He just dropped off a little bit, and that was it. Otherwise, they're very, very similar on pace overall, so I think it really just comes down to the consistency. So, very good showing for Stefko. First round back after a pretty lengthy break and moved to different time zones. So, really, really good to see him back out there on track and in a bit of a left field car and show what that little Renault can do. Something for you to try for next season, Go.
Yeah, no.
Make it a challenge.
No, yeah, be a blue moon the day I tried that.
Cool.
But
we'll let you choose our
Pup
team's car if you let us choose yours.
Alright, but a great win from Pup there, coming across the line 2 seconds down the road from Stefko. Brilliant drive there. Lucky comes home for third. Knuckles closely following for fourth. Oil with a solid drive for fifth. Darth Berserk with I'd say a miracle run from the back of the grid to sixth. And Macca seventh. Bit of an unlucky race there. Winnie comes through for eighth. Spoke comes through for a solid ninth. Drifsky 10th. Viper, bit of an unlucky race from him as well. Jonesy comes across the line in 12th, and Touchy comes across the line in 13th. So, there you go.
Yeah, Subaru's a bit of a handful, so a bit unlucky there for Touchy, but he's done one of my specials, the race 2 pole. I'm pretty good at pulling those ones up as well, so
oh yeah,
he gets to start from the front of the grid for important race 2, 18 laps, and hopefully he can make amends there. Because yeah, that Subaru's a bit of a handful, but yeah, let's see what he can do with it.
Yeah,
Right,
so race
2,
one.
who are you looking out for?
I'm going to say the same culprits that were up the front in this one. Pup and Stefko are going to be the obvious ones to look out for. You got a couple of unlucky finishes, so people like Macca and Touchy, they've got a fair bit of pace, but they just had some half bad races. So they'll have a bit of a head start for the rest of the pack. So I'll be looking out for them probably.
Yeah, there was a few that had a few things go wrong in the race for him, a bit unfortunate. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's going to be interesting to see how that Renault can cut its way through the field there. There's a few, really, really strong straight line cars that are starting around it, so I think that start's going to be all important for these guys. You can't win that race on lap 1, but man, you can really, really set yourself up for a good run if you can make a good few solid spots off the line and through the first couple of corners. But Yeah, that's going to be really important for those guys, is getting through the pack as quickly as possible, or alternatively sit back, save a bunch load of fuel, and try and make up some of those spots in the pits. Do you reckon anyone may try? Do you reckon we'll see some medium versus soft running out of these guys?
Well, yeah, I don't know. A couple of cars are a lot better on tyres than others. Might see a couple of one stops, a couple of no stops. Yeah, it'll all come down to the driver and how they're feeling. But before we jump into race 2, we might run some ads with Herbal. Have you got them going, Herbal?
Scrub again with Easy Clean. Whether it's the shower or bath, grouting, patio, or even the kitchen sink, Easy Clean's advanced surface treatments restore, protect, and seal surfaces, reducing your cleaning time by up to 90%. With their lifetime guarantee, you can restore your surfaced areas to their original sparkling condition with effortless ease. Call 1300 146 136 or visit easyclean.com.au today. That's EZICLEN.com.au. Easy Clean today for an easier clean tomorrow.
Lady. I am sporty,
outdoorsy,
outspoken. I am fashion.
I am old-fashioned.
What I am not
is the same. But none of us are.
We are all individuals with unique interests, needs, and goals.
We believe that everyone should have the right to live the life they want for themselves.
Whether it be exploring the world,
dog walking,
or binge watching their favorite show.
So instead of searching for the things that we do the same,
let's champion the things that set us apart.
Because we're not innovating for disabilities.
We're innovating for individuals.
Okay, and thank you very much to our sponsors who sponsor us at Wheel to Wheel Racing. Without them, we won't be able to do what we do week in and week out. So, on to race 2 here, Dale. 18 laps. Softs and mediums are available, nothing required. So, what do you think we'll see?
Well, I can see Touchy and MCDC are going to be starting on the mediums. So Touchy up front on the mediums. It's Winnie is going to be on the mediums. So is Stefco and Broken Spoke. So 5 guys on the mediums straight up. So I don't know. It depends. I think some people might actually end up doing a medium stint depending on their tyre wear. Others might be going a little bit long on the mediums for the first stint, or just trying to counteract the heavier fuel load and come home on softs for anywhere between 8 to 10 laps. I think that's going to be the play for these guys on mediums. They'll be looking out to either play the undercut and try push for 10 on the softs. Otherwise, straight down the middle, 9 and 9 for all the softs runners would be my assumption here.
Yeah, I have seen a few people go softs for because they can't make the full 9, so they try like 6 and then go the rest on mediums. And that's also a plausible strategy, and that nothing wrong with that. But
Yeah, agreed.
yeah,
I forgot about that strat actually.
So yeah,
I mean, they should be starting any minute now.
Yeah.
They've been given the green flag
and
to
we're
go.
away. We're away. So who are we going to jump on board with, Dale? For the start of this one, want to go to the back or
I still like
front?
mid-pack, to be honest. Somewhere mid-pack, because I feel like you get a good look at most stuff.
You would like that.
Let's go MCDC 7 in the Nissan.
Alright. Go on then. So, Rev's building 5 lights. And we're away. Macca with a pretty decent start there.
Off mediums, he launches.
Mate.
Oh, there's 5 wide behind him. Look behind him. Darth, Winnie, Nux, the 2 Corvettes. 5 wide into turn 1. Darth beats them all out. Broken Spoke in front has actually gone a little bit wide here. Darth's trying to get the run on him as well, which he has. Broken Spoke looks like he's lost a lot of momentum coming up the hill there. Winnie in the Supra is looking very, very racy and wanting to get in front as soon as possible in that Supra.
It's just had a bit of a moment and lost a heap of spots to Knuckles and Spoke, but Oil's going to try on the outside and Winnie here. In through the bus stop. Gee, that's brave. Oh, Spoke!
Broken's lost it! No.
Oh, he's had a spin. Oh no, that's so unlucky for Spoke there. Had himself a good spot, that's alright, so it's a long race and strange things have happened. Meanwhile, at the front, we've got Touchy out to a 1.2 second lead, and behind him we've got Mr. Jonesy in the vet. And yeah, so it's all kicking off here at the moment. With mid, maybe looking for a move on Jonesy. Oh, it's a bit of a late one, is it? Oh, Jonesy's just had a rough time of correcting that, and he's trying to redress it. Yeah, mid ends up redressing
down
that.
to 12th at the moment. Jonesy's just spun off into the fence too.
No.
Tyre's probably a little bit dirty, a little bit cold right there, and just... Oh, it's all kicking off in front. You got CJ Stefko coming up on its winning, I think, in that Supra, who's just been passed, I think, by Oil. And so, yeah, Stefko's really given a bit of a hurry up here. Probably maybe had a little bit of a slower run through that final sector there, and Stefko's really trying to capitalise here. Again, both on medium, Stefko and Winnie, so equal tyres there. CJ is behind him on softs, though, so I'm not sure if CJ's aware of that, but... You know, if I'm CG, I'm really wanting to try and push through as quickly as possible if I'm aware that the person in front's on the mediums instead. And that's showing with Luck pulling away from him quite easily, already building a second out of turn 1, so we'll see if CG can make any moves on that.
Knuckles going for a move in the bus stop. Too wide through the bus stop. It makes it work though, so fair play to him. Darth being pretty kind there as well. But yeah, that unleashes Knuckles into some clean air. Let's see what he can do with that. Oil jumping on the back of his pack as well. Lucky not too far off.
I really do enjoy these reverse grid races. You know, it really just gives a different little bit of a challenge there. Also means if you have a bit of an awkward race one, gives you that opportunity to make amends a bit easier as well. So, also great viewing.
Yeah, 100%.
Mid's made that move on CJ, coming off the back straight there. So CJ's down to 11th, Mid's up into 10th. Mid's looking to try and get back where he was. Oh, CJ's coming back at him though.
CJ's having a crack with the left-hander.
Oh, Stefko's getting very loose.
Oh, Stefko.
Oh, no. He gets a bit of a tap from CJ as he was already a little bit loose. I'm not sure if, you know, he couldn't really do much about that. Mid's then tapped CJ in the back as well, and so that's kind of chicked him up, and he's lost all that momentum. So very unlucky there for Stefko.
I think that was a
very unlucky.
CJ couldn't really go anywhere there. Yeah.
Agreed. It was just one of those unfortunate things. When he has a loss and, yeah, they're pretty much already gone, you just got nowhere to go.
Yeah,
but that just puts Winnie in front of him now, trying to catch this super down this back straight. It's yeah, it's a daunting task there.
Yeah.
You can get the run on it, but it does not. Oh no, Winnie's hit the fence on the inside of the bus stop chicane, and Luck Goes My Way up in front has also come to misery there through the chicane, and he's off, so he's just rejoined in front of CJ right there in 7th, so he's lost a few spots too. Still got a bit of front aero damage and front left suspension as well, so that car won't be handling quite as comfortably through this next sector here. CJ's trying to go on the outside. Again, you got Madriski trying to get up the inside and slot in right behind Luck Goes My Way. Can he get the job done? No, so CJ can't get the run. Mid just decides to pull in behind. Luck's going defensive. CJ's going to still go for it, though he's going to send it. Madriski's around the outside trying to make 3 wide, and CJ comes out of it quite cleanly, but he goes wide. That's almost a penalty. Luck comes out in front. Madriski then gets the run. Oh, Mid around the outside, 1 second penalty for CJ. He just went that little bit too wide, unfortunately. So, yeah, Luck survives a double attack right there. Wow.
Lucky there.
Yeah, it definitely went his way.
It just all went his way.
So unfortunately, CJ, he's got a second penalty he's got to deal with, so he'll fall off the back of them and back into the clutch as a broken spoke in about half a lap's time. But we should probably give some airtime to the guys at the front here. So Touchy, after having a bit of a rough run through last race, he's in that Subaru on mediums. He is leading this race ahead of Viper's Fang in second. On softs, MCDC is also on mediums there too, so you know, really good for the 2 medium runners to still be running 1 and 3 at this point of the race. When you got Nux behind on softs, Oil also making his way through into 5th, Darcy in 6th, you know, really hungry pack behind him. So yeah, Touchy second lead over Vipers. Let's see if he can extend that. They had identical lap times last time through, so this is going to be really interesting to see how this one unfolds.
Yeah, Viper's actually done quite well for himself here. So I think he was more towards the mid-pack, and he's got himself up to second with a bit of clean air right up behind Touchy. So it's not a bad spot to be.
Judging that front left, though, I wonder if Viper is doing the soft medium run, or if he will. I'm not sure he's going to be able to get it. I mean, he may make it through 8, but I'm not too sure at this point. This may be an undercut. Hit lap 6 or 7, come out for mediums to finish the race, to the opposite of what Touchy's doing. Because I mean, at the moment he's got MCDC still right behind him on mediums, and kind of just keeping the gap pretty safe behind him right now.
Yeah.
Team orders out of these guys? Will they be in chat together, kind of working out this together?
No, I think they just flash each other and get angry and then just sort it out.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, as Viper's got a run on Touchy here.
Yeah,
so
I don't know if it's just Subaru things or... Nice.
It's just
2 by 2. Touchy. Wow.
Jeez, brave through there in his little BRZ. Right. Viper had his nose chopped off. Yeah, well held from Touchy there.
Great showing on the mediums though. He's really holding his own right there. I mean, there's a train of cars starting to line up behind him, but I always feel like this is top 6 versus everyone else. The next guys are 6 seconds back, so it's going to be a big ask for those guys to really make it through in the second half of this race, given some of these guys I think are going to be running softs in the second half as well.
Yeah, it's all to play for here. We could have a couple of early stoppers of those who are on the softs, and then jump onto mediums, but yeah.
Vipers has got to be one of them. Looking at that front left, I think he'll be in into lap 6, and it's he's going wide onto the front straight as well. He's going to be at risk here of MCDC getting the run. He goes a bit defensive, but gives the racing line over to MCDC. I think he's going to get the job done here. He'll probably try and slot back in front of Nux here, which he does. But again, a little bit wide of the apex there. Nux is going to get the run on him. I think, although there's no way to take that run at the moment.
Yeah, he didn't have anywhere to go there and just gave Viper a bit of a nudge.
But yeah, he's now at risk of Nux behind him, Oil and Darth also just slowly reeling him in. So what, we're 6 laps, we're on lap 6, there's 2.5 seconds between first to 6, that is insane. 5 and a bit laps in, there's only 2.5 seconds to cover in the top 6 across this field. This is awesome, close stuff by these guys.
As Nux is looking pretty racy here, trying to find a way through on Viper. Actually, Nux's tyres are just about as bad as Viper.
He's got one more lap left in him. MCDC goes wide coming on the back straight. He holds it. Yeah, that's a penalty risk if you get a little bit wide and you have a little bit of a slide. The game will penalise you for sliding. It's a bit of a harsh one, but yeah, he holds it. But I think Nux has got one more lap in him. Vipers will be pretty risky to go a 7th. So yeah, I think it's down to see. Sorry, I'm just kind of laughing what's going to happen coming into pit entry because it's such an awkward pit entry. You got to slow down right on the apex, and you'll have Darth and Oil coming up right behind him. So we'll see how these guys navigate it. Vipers, he's going around again. He is going around again on this. Oh no! Touchy's going to get a 3-second penalty there. He's missed pit entrance. Did he lose it, or just find the alternate pit entrance?
He lost it. He went completely sideways and just found himself in the pits. So that's an unscheduled pit stop there for Touchy, but he's made it work, I'd say.
That's a 3-second penalty, but he's gonna be forced to go back on mediums now for 12 laps.
Yeah. Oh, that's rough.
I think that's a big ask out of it. He's also got re-damage out of that, so yeah, he's back out on mediums. Very early stop for him. And yeah, the 3-second penalty
there
on
it
boot.
is. Yeah. No, mate, it's a bit of a miracle he held that, actually.
Vipers has dropped to 5th, so in all of that though, so Oil's gotten past. Darth's up into 3rd. Behind Nux and MCDC, Oil up into 4th. And yeah, Vipers has got no front left.
No.
It's all gone.
That's exactly right.
Running around on rims here, so these right-hand corners are going to be just absolutely insane trying to get the car to turn in. You can see how much he's struggling there, but he's still holding on. He's got Luck behind him now. Luck's actually closed the gap to these guys. He's only 7 seconds behind. He's 3 seconds behind Viper's Fang. He's starting to close the gap in this leading pack, and getting a bit of a battle here. MCDC. Oh no! Darth has gone for a bit of a slide through.
Wow.
Oh, he always had a run on Nux there. Straight the nose and just got a little bit too sideways through the corner. So yeah, he's lost that to Oil. Oil's found himself up into the 3rd spot here. Good job for Oil right there.
Oil. Yeah.
Vipers again. He's going through again.
Yeah. Mate, he's on a mission.
Corbin would be proud.
He would be.
Wow. Oh, I think he's laying down the challenge for Corbin. Corbin, if I can do 9, so can you.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I'm not sure how long he's going to be able to hold this. He's still holding that 1.5-2 second gap to the guys in front of him at the moment, but Luck is also gaining a second and a half a lap on him each time through. Trying to see if any other moves through the field. CJ's made his way up from 13th up into 8th at the moment. He's kind of up behind Madriski. I think he's kind of cruising a little bit, trying to save a bit of fuel. Not much fuel saving overall. I think Nux is probably best positioned out of the guys in the top 6 there, followed by probably Darth and Vipers, and then Luck as well. So interesting. Oil in the vet. He is probably one of the more thirsty cars at this point of the race. Also holding the purple from that 345 flat. He's also got no front left either. Almost no rear left. So yeah, a few people driving around on rims at the moment. Tyre warmers even.
Yeah, mate. Oil, of all people, I would have thought would have kept his tyres fine, but even he's struggling on lap 8. And
he's not
around
coming
again.
in. Darth's coming in. Darth's going to try undercut them. I wonder if he's going to go 10 mediums or 10 softs. We'll soon find out. But he said, I've had enough of these. Put on new tyres. Let's go.
Yeah. Same with Viper. He's in. Not a bad fuel save from Viper. 46.
Yeah.
It's pretty decent. So they'll have a lap on the fresher tyres and undercut a few people. And we'll see where they end up. But out in front we've got Naka on his slither of front left here on these mediums. So he might be in this lap. Not sure.
I think we'll see a lot of people pit here. Luck's got no left tyres left. Oil's pretty much got no lefts. Nux has got no lefts left. MCDC, he just pulls it in. He's got no front left on the mediums left either. So him being on the mediums still leading out in front, that is quite an achievement right there. So I think we'll probably see all of the top 5, 6 even into the pits this lap.
Look at this battle for second on rims. Like these Knuckles has got the inside and Oil's gone around the outside on his 2 good tyres. Look at that. makes it stick. Oil is, his right hand tyre's the only one he's got left.
Alright, MCDC's in, Oil's in, Nux is in. Luck, will he follow? He's got to follow with no tyres left, surely. He is in. MCDC leading, plus also really strong on fuel comparative to the rest. CJ's in from 5th spot. Broken Spoke is in from 6th. Oh, he's got tyres for days. He could do another lap or so on those mediums. I reckon he's gone the 10-8 stint now, based on that.
That's right. So we're going to go, I reckon, people like Viper and Darth Berserker are going to jump a whole heap of people.
Well, here you go. Darth finds himself in 4th spot. He'll be effectively 3rd after when he pits. MCDC's back on mediums again, so he's doing the medium stint. Touch is in front of him on mediums, trying to get 12 out of him. Darth's coming out on soft, so I think this puts Darth in a really strong spot comparative to the 2 guys in front. You got Nux behind him on softs as well, so he'll be chasing him down pretty hard as well. Vipers has managed to find himself in 6th. Again, he'll move up to 5th once when he pits. Oil's right behind him. CJ's in 8th still. He has moved ahead of Luck. Goes my way though. CJ? I'm just trying to figure out when CJ pitted. His lap times aren't really indicative of him pitting, but his tyres look fresh as anything.
Yeah, I think it was the last lap.
Would have just been that last lap. Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah, this is out lap.
This is the out lap, yeah.
So, yeah.
I think he's underfilled.
I don't think so, because, yeah, you can make it back on, we're over halfway through the race, and he's got it more than 50%, so he should be right.
Okay. I just kind of panicked. He's probably got the least amount of fuel out of those front runners. So I was like, oh.
Yeah. He'll be right.
Should be right.
When he is jumping in the pits. And what he's gonna chuck on his card.
Got to be soft straight laps, surely.
Yeah. You have to think so.
Okay, that puts CJ up into 7th, Oil 6th, Vipers to 5th, Nux and Darth. Touchy still finds himself in 2nd spot, 1.5 back of MCDC, 1 second clear of Darth at the moment. He's just put in his best lap of the race there, a 46.1. Pretty strong on those mediums right there. So we'll kind of see how this falls away. At the moment, I almost think Touch is probably the most at risk out of the top group to maybe drop down a few spots. He's probably at risk between Darth and Dark and Nux there. Both of them being on softs. MCDC though holding it strong on mediums. He may be a little bit more difficult to get past.
Yeah, Macca, I think he's in the box seat at the moment. He's got the better tyres to Touchy, similar fuel load, and yeah, but his dark horse here is Darth Berserk on the softs in third, only 2 seconds off the lead. I reckon he'll be one to look out for, as well as Knuckles, not far off. Oh, and Oil and
Viper's gone side by side. Was that Oil around the outside again, or did he just make a good defensive move right there?
No,
There's CJ right behind him as well.
Yeah.
CJ's closing in on these guys too, so maybe he can get a sneaky top 5 out of this as well.
Yeah, so Oil just displaying his right tyres there, just going around the outside of Viper. They're the ones you can really lean on here.
Yeah, use them up, it's almost impossible to do. Pushing as hard as you can in those left-hand corners. 6/10 behind that Subaru BRZ, which is a little bit underpowered down this straight. That's just going to whittle away here. Fast has got to keep it composed, line it up, and just really tag on the back there. So I think he'll be really close to making a move, kind of coming onto the back end of this lap. He'll be right in the danger zone. Maybe you can get a move into turn 1. Might be the ideal spot. Yeah, what's your favourite overtaking spot on this track? Where do you think the best, cleanest move is available?
The pits. You just don't fuel up as much.
No clean moves on the track?
No, impossible.
No,
so we'll see if Darth can make a move somehow. But yeah, no, probably here is pretty good if you're close enough, or have an overlap, a good overlap into the bus stop. But it's kind of a little bit messy anywhere. But yeah, I don't know. You have to be pretty committed to do it.
Yeah,
but
you're committed and very trusting in the other guy.
Pits is fine. Save speed at 80 and stay out of trouble.
Definitely all good options there, but I think, you got it right. It can get a bit tricky and messy everywhere. There's a few different lines from a lot of these corners here.
As Darth's going from it into turn 1.
Yeah.
Oh.
Touchy tries the crisscross. There's a bit of contact and Touchy has lost it. Nux gets the run on both. Touchy's there facing the wrong way, and he just does a flick in front of the field coming through, but he finds the gap there.
Hey,
nice work, but he's going to be at risk now, that Mustang.
He just did not care. That oncoming traffic. Like, get out of my way. Anyway, it's just Touchy's world, and we're just lucky to live in it. Everyone get out of Touchy's way.
So Darth actually lost out there. Nux was just at that perfect distance to take advantage of the loss of momentum there, and he's just come through for the second spot there. Nice work.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's what you need. He should change his name to Luck Goes My Way.
Yeah, because Luck is going his way. And Lucky is not having much luck.
He's slowly plugging away. He's 8.6 back of MCDC, and he is gaining again half a second, soft surface medium. So this could be quite interesting. We could kind of see a bit of condensed field in another 2 or 3 laps.
Yeah, actually, he's nearly on this pack before. So yeah, once he's there, he'll and he's got the soft tyres, so he should be able to cut through that.
He's got the soft tyres. He's got the speed. He's shown great pace earlier on in the week and earlier today, so he's really got it all there. He's just got to head down and and no doubt he'll be there at the end with these guys. So we've got 2 CP Motorsports, 2 Mazdas for AMS excavations, we've got a TDR, and mixed in there we've got 13R as well. Bit of teamwork happening. Maybe if it all kind of gets a little condensed, we'll see if anyone's in chat and working together here, but trying to figure out how MCD's doing this. He's honestly meeting for the whole way and pretty much no one can touch him right now.
Yeah, he's just been in the right place at the right time. Yeah, and I think he can just push that much harder on the medium tyre, and he's just found a bit of a groove and gone with it.
Yeah, Nux is cleared away. He's 1.3 seconds clear of Darth, so he's kind of leaving him behind at the moment as well. And although he's burning out those tyres a lot quicker, I think he just really wants to get the number 1 spot and then try and hold on the rest of the way. Let's see if anything else happening. CJ is really all over the back of Vipers. He just cannot get a move. And all the way, Lucky is just closing in. And this is going to be about a 3-way battle coming up in the next lap or 2. So 5th, 6th, 7th is going to get quite spicy coming up. So there's a lot to look at right here. There's a lot to look at. Stefko's tried to recover a little bit. He's up into 9th, 1.5 back of Midrisky at the moment. He's clear of Touchy by a little over 3 seconds. So Stefko might make a couple moves too before the end of the race. Hopefully that rear left tyre will stay with the car. It's looking already kind of dangerous, but there's one to look out for in the late stages as well, I think. Yeah, just how good these reverse grids are. So CJ won with Stefko right behind him in race 1, and they're pretty clear ahead of everyone else, and CJ's still finding himself down at 6th spot, 7 seconds off the lead. And you've got a lot of guys that really making amends for a bit of an unlucky race 1 here. You got MCDC, Vipers fading up there. It's really good to see these results coming up.
Yeah, CP as a whole is doing pretty well in this second race. But I'm just seeing Knuckles. He's closed a heap of time up on Macca here, but his front left is looking a bit worse for wear. So I wonder if his tyres will disintegrate before he can get up there. But
from memory, he was. Yeah, they're not going to last. Most likely, he was one of the guys that was running around on rims for the last lap or 2 before the pits as well. So he may struggle to get them to last the rest of this race. But I think he's just, dealing with it. He's got to do what you can do and see where it all ends up.
Yeah.
But that will give the speed to MCDC if they do fall off.
Yeah, you'd have to think that Macca should be quick throughout the rest of the stint, well as Nux will drop off at some point. Yeah, but we'll see how that turns out.
The top 3 pretty much did identical lap times that last time through. So yeah, Macca on mediums, softs for Nux, and Darth on much better softs. He's probably got. He's not at risk of wasting his tyres, so he might be the one to maybe make up some time in these last couple laps here. If you can just hold it together, you might see that gap slowly close up, but always kind of looking at at Oil behind him as well, who's always a bit of a dark horse. CJ's finally got through on Vipers as well, and Lucky's kind of joined the party and is about to make a move on Vipers too for 6th spot. So you'll see CJ getting ahead. He's like, nah, I need to come with you. Drop, let's go. Putting the pressure on Vipers fading here. A little bit of no is going on the outside. Vipers closes him off. Good job there, Vipers. Luck still pushing around the outside though. Around the outside, coming on the back straight. That is an amazing move right there. And I think it's down to tyres. Vipers has already lost that front left, so not a lot left to defend with there. Made it that little bit easier for Luck to get that job done.
That's a bit of a shame for Viper. He was he's doing really well. He's that front left just seems to be disintegrating underneath him.
This track has been brutal on tyres this whole day.
Yeah. And that
there
brick
we go.
as well. It's a bit of a mission to stop them from turning. So
It's not the most
yeah.
agile of cars. But there we go.
Yeah.
So Dart's gained about 7/10 on Nux that last lap, 4/10 on MCDC. So yeah, he's really closing up here. And first stop is getting ahead of Nux, who's now got no front left. 2 laps to go, almost no rear left. So see what Darth really needs to make quick work of this so he can then hunt down MCDC there in first place. Obviously, Nux is going to make it easy for him, but we'll see where the move can be done. That hairpin's looking like a likely spot, although he's already got an overlap coming down here. He'll be on the outside for the left-hander. That's an interesting move. It's very risky, high risk. It is not really, although if you get the drive, you can push ahead. Nux, great driving. Gives him the space on the outside there. Darth would have moved on the outside to go for it. They're still side by side into their hairpin here. Nux trying to crisscross, just no space to get it as Darth hugs the apex there. And all the while Oil is like, here we go, rubbing his hands together, this is me. Chop chop.
Yeah, that was a cracking move from Darth there.
Nux is tired, yeah, his tyres gone.
He's struggling.
But that battle's really cost an extra 6/10, 7/10 back to MCDC, who's able to just push away that little bit further. So I'm really not sure Dart's going to have enough to get 2.5 seconds on him within a lap. Very well played by MCDC here.
Alright, so
that's all his consistency. It's nailing it.
So something interesting here, we've got Stefko and Tachi who coming from the softs right at the end of the race. I think they're going to have a bit of a fastest lap battle. See which one can do the fastest lap. But Tachi's just got calmed and found a penalty and got passed by Jones. So he's nearly lost 12 here.
And that's actually going to hamper Tachi's run to try and get that fastest lap as well. Now having Jonesy in front of him on one softs. So Steph goes in the box seat here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd almost say MCDC's got in the bag here. 2.6 still clear of Darth. I don't think there's much more Darth can do at this point. Nux is running around on no lefts. Oil is caught right up. Oil's good on his tyres. He can also drive well on really one tyre, so Oil might make a move on Nux here.
Mate, he's got a cracking run out of the right-hander. He's gone to the right-hand side. See if he can make that work.
Who's got the most grip coming into this right-hander? Who's the bravest?
Oh, he's made it work. What a cracking move from Oil there.
Great show of car control by both of them.
Running on rims. I don't know how they're circulating.
Oh, this is putting a smile on my face. This is awesome to watch.
Yeah, cracking move of Oil there. But Mr. MCDC has been unrivaled this race. What a cracking drive, mate. Well done. Comes through to take the win. Darth Berserk comes through for second with a decent result as well. Starting pretty far down the back, I believe, or something like that, along those lines. And Oil as well coming through for third. Great move in that last sector. Knuckles comes across the line in fourth. CJS Pup for fifth. Luck goes my way in sixth. Viper's Fang did well to hold on for seventh for 300ths to Midrifsky. 5 seconds back to Spoke. Winnie coming across the line in 10th.
Steph goes 3/10 purple at that final sector. He gets purple 44.6. Touch is trying to get it. Something's happened to Jonesy again. Jonesy's 16 seconds back, so not a fun round for Jonesy, unfortunately. And Touchy, can he get it? No, 45 flat. He's 4/10 off of Stefko's time. Great showing, guys.
Yeah, good lap from Stefko there. And Jonesy comes across the line for 13th. So there we have it.
What a round!
What a round! But well done again to our top three. MCDC, Darth Berserk, and Oil. Yeah, no, that was a really good race. A lot of strategy came into that, and Macca ended up coming out on top with a double medium stint, which I wouldn't have guessed for a win.
No, not at all. Very interesting option, and he made it work. He played to his strengths, and he absolutely nailed it. He had that consistency that you needed, and lap after lap hit his marks, hit the times, and just absolutely blitzed it. So yeah, good job MCDC, well done, and great job Darth Berserk, podium for him. Oil also rounding it out there. So yeah, great job from everyone. Fantastic work. I think that's it for us for tonight. Thanks for everyone for tuning in. Join us next week for round 17. It'll be the final rounds for the Red Bull Juniors at Monza. So join us for a fun night of excitement next week, and then on to our final Group 3 round 18 in 2 weeks at St. Croix for a 90-minute race. And thanks to all the sponsors for making this happen, and thanks Goat and Herbs for joining us tonight.
Thanks,
yeah, it's been